John's.
Hi, St. John's.
It's so exciting that we get to send this little video message to you guys. We're so thankful for your support and for your love and care for us. So to be able to update you, it's just exciting. So if you don't know us, my name's Cal and this is Tessa.
Hello.
I work at RMIT Uni, at RMIT's Christian Union with AFES, and Tessa studies and works part-time, and you'll hear about that in a little while. It's just on 3 months since I started working officially at RMIT Christian Union, which is super exciting. And it's super exciting because what I do is super exciting. Spending time on campus with Christian and non-Christian students thinking about Jesus. My week is made up of one-on-one, so spending time one-on-one with students, thinking about who Jesus is and how Jesus can be part of their life. And it's also in my week Bible studies, so I lead 2 Bible studies during the week, and we also have a main event which is called Super Tuesdays. Guess which day that's on. So my week is made up of spending time with students, helping them to know Jesus better and helping them to be able to share Jesus with their friends. Isn't that super exciting? One story, I can tell you a really exciting story. So the first week of uni this year, I met a student on exchange from Holland, and he told me, I'm not really interested. I went to kind of church and chapel when I was a kid at school, and I think I know enough about Jesus, so I don't think it's for me. And I said to him, I actually think what you heard is probably different to who Jesus really is. And I told him a little bit about how I've experienced Jesus and who I know Jesus to be. And after I told him that, he said, I'm a little bit intrigued. And so we've been catching up for coffees this semester, and I've been able to share with him who Jesus is and help him to maybe one day come closer to making a decision about Jesus. So that's really exciting, and that's part of what I get to do, part of the many things I can do. But meanwhile, while I'm doing all this, Tessa's doing stuff as well, so she's going to share now.
So I've finished up my apprenticeship at the Christian Union, and so I have the great privilege of studying at Bible College. So I'm taking 3 subjects across Ridley and RTC, and I'm also working a little bit part-time as a speech pathologist, which I really enjoy as well. It's such a privilege to be able to think deeply and have time set aside about things of the Bible, things of Christ. But I think something I've been pondering lately is that in my pastoral care unit, that our society as a Western culture doesn't really do a good job of setting people up to think deeply and well about the hard things in life and when suffering comes. And so I think I see this with my colleagues at work and also some non-Christian friends, that there's no structure to their life, there's nothing holding their life up, and it's so fragile. And I've just been reminded how desperately they need the hope and the unconditional love and the security that Christ offers through his death and resurrection. And so that is something that we'd love to ask you to be praying for. I'd love you to partner with us, but also in your own workplaces, to be praying that God would open doors for the gospel in my workplace and in your workplace, that we would see our colleagues become Christians.
Yeah. And similarly at RMIT, you can please pray that students would become Christians, the students we have contact with would become Christians, and also pray for the Christian students that they would embrace their faith, that they would want to know more about Jesus and want to have a closer, deeper relationship with him. And also alongside that, part of that they would be interested and willing to share their faith with others, that they would be part of the movement on campus to share their faith with other students. Thanks so much for praying for us and for supporting us. We just love, we're so excited at St. John's that you guys care for us in the way you do. So thank you so much.
Thank you, St. John's. Bye.
See ya.